Hey there folks, John here with Through My Lens, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the new SIG Foxtrot 1 weapons mounted flashlight. And you can see I've got the Foxtrot 1 mounted here to my SIG P320 compact. It's my primary self-defense weapon for both concealed carry and home defense. And the reason why I picked this up is because I recently did in competition a low light shooting course of fire where we had to use flashlights, and typically I have used a handheld light in combination with my pistol in kind of the Harry's style. So here would be your flashlight. You kind of keep the light, kind of hard to show on camera here, but you keep the light behind your hand while you hold the pistol. And I've used it in classes like that, but this was the first time that I had used it, that combination of light and pistol, in a little closer to true life simulation in competition, and I found it to be awkward. I ran the course one way with a pistol, and I ran the course again with a PCC, and I have a weapons mounted light on my my PCC, my home defense SIG MPX, and it worked so much better, and I did so much better in the course of fire with the weapons mounted light on the PCC. So I wanted to try to pick up a weapons mounted light for my pistol and go that route. So there were a lot of choices in the market from a lot of different manufacturers. SIG has recently jumped into the weapons mounted light market, as you know, they've gotten into the last couple of years lots of different things besides handguns, optics, suppressors, and flashlights. So I wanted to try to give the SIG Foxtrot 1 a try. I also wanted to go with one of the more well-known, tried and true, trusted names in illumination, tactical illumination. That's Surefire. So I also picked up a Surefire X300 Ultra, which I have mounted on this P320 here. This is the second one that I have. So I'm kind of going to compare and contrast because both lights have features that I like and they have features that I don't like. So one of the things I like about the Foxtrot 1 here on this P320 is the fact that it's a little bit more compact. It makes for a smaller overall package. If you look at this P320, the light does protrude beyond the barrel quite a bit more than it does. See if I can line these up here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the X300 protrudes beyond the tip of the barrel quite a bit more. It's a little thicker and a little stouter too. I think it's a little heavier. So I like the kind of the form factor of the Foxtrot 1. I also like the fact that the output, I think, is appropriate, more appropriate for indoor use. This light can put out 300 lumens, which really is well sufficient, more than actually, for my intended purpose. I just want to be able to use the light for target identification. Is this a bad guy or is this not? Is a shoot, no shoot? That's all I want to know. I don't need to see every detail on the individual's face or body. I just want to be able to distinguish threat from non-threat targets. And it's a very quick decision that you have to make. You want to be able to get the light on quickly, do a sweep, and get it off. Because while the light is on, you can be well illuminated yourself from a threat. They can more easily identify you as you can them. So 300 lumens is fine. I think much beyond that and you in a suburban indoor home, you really run the risk, particularly off of white walls, of light, splashback of high output light blinding you. And I think again the illumination on this gun is appropriate. What I'm not crazy about is the user interface or the controls. So it is ambidextrous. There are points on both sides where you can activate the light. And you do so by holding down the control. Now, if you quick tap it, the light will stay on. Tap and hold, release. The problem I have with this user interface is that in a tactical situation, I want to be able to come in, do my sweep, come off. It would be real easy to do that tap and the light stay on, which is not what you want to do. So not crazy about that. With a little practice, making sure that you do hold for more than a second, and the light will instant on, instant off for you. Also, you've got to give a pretty firm press down in this pad to activate it, which I'm not crazy about. It does kind of work in, I found, as I've practiced more with it. But again, my fear is in recoil, because I have to press so hard for the light to stay on, that in recoil, with multiple shots, I might slip off the light when I don't intend to. Other than that, of course, the integration with the SIG platform is, it just looks like it belongs. It's nice and tight. I like the screw-on to the rail, so it's very secure, no problems there. Let's kind of compare and contrast with the Surefire X300. Again, it's a little bigger, it's a little heavier, and the output is double what the SIG is. It's got a 600 lumen output. Which, again, I think is too bright. Fortunately, I don't have many white walls at all in my house. They're kind of a tan in most rooms. There are some that are red. So I'm not as worried in my house about splashback. But that's pretty darn bright, 600 lumens. The controls in the user interface I absolutely love. So a light press forward, instant on. There's no, I can tap it on, I can hold it on. Anytime I apply pressure, it's on. When I release, it's off. There's nothing. That's the most simple control that you want, and simple is good. If I do want that to stay on, I have to make a conscious decision to flip the light or the controls down or up. You can flip that up or down, and the light will stay on. But it's not easy to do, and that's a good thing, because again, in stress, you don't want to be easily activating that light in the always-on position. But the controls are much lighter on the Surefire, and I do like that. The user interface I like a lot better. Other than that, the light's very secure. This is not a screw-on. It's one of those situations where it's kind of like you pull down on this and you can slide it off. It's a little difficult to do, but you don't need any tools to do so, whereas on the Foxtrot 1 you do need a tool to be able to get it off the gun. Not a big huge deal, because once it's on, it's probably going to stay on. So again, both of these weapons mounted lights have pluses and minuses. From a price standpoint, the Foxtrot 1 is a little cheaper, which is a bonus. That can be easily had for about $150. The Surefire model, the X300 there, comes in a couple of different configurations, but can generally be found for around $200 to $250. So it's quite a bit more. I really wish that SIG would work on the Foxtrot 1 and make some changes to the user interface. I think I am going to keep both lights and continue to work with them on both guns to see which one I really prefer. I'm looking forward to the next competition that we have with a low light scenario, so I can give these guys a try. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on the video, and please let me know what you think in the comments. Take care. God bless. We'll see you in the next video.